Tonight we're looking at a claim that sounds almost impossible. A woman who claims she encountered an extraterrestrial being. During that experience, somehow began communicating through what she describes as unfamiliar or non-human language. Now, what makes this particularly interesting isn't just the idea of communicating with an alien. It's the question of how human beings might actually process communication from something outside our known experience. Welcome back to the channel, Signal here. If you got any alien paranormal content you want me to react to here at the channel, got some good clips for y'all today. I'm gonna have y'all thinking, this is wild, this episode right here. I want y'all to share it, like it, comment, subscribe. I told y'all I got a clip of a lady talking to an alien in alien language. You wouldn't even believe me. You're gonna be like, no, you're lying. He don't got that clip, but guess what? Y'all about to witness it today, because I got it. Oh yeah. This clip right here, it ain't hard to see what's going on in the sky. We ain't gonna be fooled. You ain't gonna be fooled by this one. It's definitely something weird going on in the sky. It's no clouds. It's an empty sky right here. Like, what you're about to see right here, they witnessed about 7 UFOs. I seen about 10. We're gonna look at it together. I want y'all to count these UFOs, because they said 7, I say about 10. We're gonna do a count. Y'all drop it in the comments how many UFOs y'all see in this clip right here. This one is wild, like always. Let's get to it.
So right now we are watching. That is not a cloud, but there is something there. And those little things on the side.
It went from 1 to 2 to 3, and now there's a 4th one showing up on the right-hand side.
Yeah. And then homie behind me was like, oh, maybe that's a cloud. I'm like, I'm sure that she's peeping over a cloud.
For sure, you ain't looking at no cloud right there. You can see one bright orb in the middle that has a little orb on the side of it. I want y'all to pay close attention to what's going on right here, because y'all about to see something wild right here. Let's keep it going.
Cloud that's not there.
And the sun is fully down at this point.
The sun is fully down.
Is that a 5th light now?
Yep. Something else is coming.
It's like the mothership.
Yep. Something else is coming.
Breaking into different UFOs. What we looking at here, right here?
Yeah, they're opening up. Wow.
See more appearing. Look, you could see another one right there.
Oh, how I would love to be over at the one house over there.
Oh my God.
More appearing. Like, what's going on? We definitely know this ain't no clouds right here.
5, 6, 7, yeah.
They counted 7. You can see the other 3 to the right, though. I don't know what they looking at. I see 3.
What is that?
They see 1.
Yeah.
What y'all see?
He's trying to communicate, that's for sure.
Real strange activities in the sky going on right now, man. Real strange, man. Wow, we got it's just getting started. We got a bunch of good clips for y'all today. We keeping it going. This one right here, I'ma just say that this here proves that if they wanted to hurt us, they can definitely do some things, man. This alien had to drop on this guy, man. Could have snapped his neck, zapped him from, you know what I mean? From a distance, like, I mean, not even from a distance, because the way this alien, he was right up on him. Like, I want y'all to see what's going on right now. I don't know what movie we watching right here. I need to see the full movie, because this look real interesting, but let's watch this clip right here, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Gone. Talk about chills, boy. Right there, before you even get to turn your head around, like fat split melon, gone. You don't even know what happened to you. Like, got the drop on him right there. Could have did anything it wanted to him, but I want y'all to see what's about to happen. But look, could have took him out. He would have been in smithereens somewhere. You feel me? He would have been smithereens. Let's check it out. Nah, man. I'm cool. What you doing? Look. Stuck. Probably can't even move. Probably fucking with his mental right now. Come on, man. That clip right there, very intense. Because things like that could really go on, man. In the middle of the forest, you have an encounter like that. You done saw the spaceship, it disappear. And out of nowhere, you look behind you and he's standing right there. Like, you shitted on yourself already. You're done. You're scared, you're nervous, you're panicking. He put the gun, like, with that gun, he could have just zapped the gun out his hand. He ain't doing nothing. You feel me? He done. Like, what was the gun for? Like, this is what I'm saying. They pushing peace. They don't, all this killing and stuff that we doing, that's stuff that we're doing. They ain't on that time. He just looking at him like this with the, you try it, I dare you. Go ahead. He's sitting there shaking with the, you should have shot her if you're going, you don't want to do that. Trust me, you don't want to, listen, let's keep it moving to the next one. And this clip right here, it's going to have y'all thinking like these reptilians got to be stopped, man. These the ones that they talking about is running this planet. It ain't much to say about them. They on bad timing. We know that already. Like, so I want y'all to hear what he got to say about these reptilians. Basically, he's saying they cannot be human. Let's check this one out.
You want to know how I know the things running this world aren't human? Because people have talked about it, written about it, and left the breadcrumbs for thousands, millions of years. This is not some new internet panic, okay? Civilizations way older and sharper than ours mapped this out. The Anunnaki, the reptilians, the Draconians. You can trace this shit right back to ancient Egypt. Right back to stone walls and tablets that people pretend are just myths because looking at the literal truth is too uncomfortable. And it loops right back to what we see happening right now. There is zero logical way the things running this world are human. Look around you. What the fuck do you mean data centers and server farmers need to be prioritized over clean drinking water? What kind of species looks at a planet full of life and decides profit and silicone matter more than the blood in our veins? What kind of sickness drinks the literal and figurative blood of the innocent just to keep its grip? Like, that is not human behavior. That is something else entirely. Imagine you're an extraterrestrial entity. You build some advanced ass spaceship, you cross the stars, and you touch down on this blue rock only to find these goofy flesh and bone creatures building things out of sticks, mud, and raw grit. But then you look closer and realize these dumbass flesh creatures are actually multidimensional gods walking around in skin suits. They carry an infinite spiritual continuum. They can ascend to whatever dimension they want, while your synthetic cold ass existence is trapped in a rigid 3D construct, knowing damn well there's nothing for you on the other side of death. You have to cling to life because when your body stops, you stop. You'd be mad as hell. You'd be furious. They're jealous. They know how dangerous and impossibly powerful human beings are on every single level. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, creatively. And the sick part is, these ruling entities understand universal consciousness just as well as we do. But instead of living in alignment with it, they chose to transmute all that wisdom and higher knowledge straight into darkness and control. They flipped the divine balance on its head and tapped into the lowest, densest vibrational frequencies. They've seen what humans are capable of when the switch gets flipped. They know a population of billions of humans operating at 100% of their brain power, fully awake, and remembering who the fuck they are on a soul level could tear down empires, rewrite reality, and shatter their entire control grid overnight. So what do? They do everything in their power to keep us locked in a cage. They engineer a society, a system, designed to keep you functioning at 1 to 10% of your capacity. Distracted, sedated, exhausted, starving, panicked, stressed, fighting your neighbor over scraps, divided, and hooked on screens. Because a starving, sleep-deprived, bills-obsessed possessed animal doesn't look up at the stars or within at its own divinity. It just tries to survive the weak. They need a population that forgets they are multidimensional beings temporarily experiencing physical matter. You can call them what you want, man. Demons, reptilians, fallen angels, the cabal, aliens. But y'all want to know why this history has been buried so deep? Why they scrubbed the ancient texts, ridiculed anyone who talks about the Anunnaki or reptilians as crazy, and turned deep spiritual truth into a punchline or a conspiracy theory? I'll tell you why. Because if the average person actually woke up and realized that human history did not start with textbooks and 9-to-5s, that we didn't evolve just to pay taxes, die, and consume, their entire illusion collapses in a single second. They hide the truth about the reptilians and the ancient bloodlines because open knowledge is an existential threat to parasites and demons. Think about it. What do you think humans would do if they realized that the things that run this world aren't even human? Think about it. If you know what is feeding off your energy, your fear, and your division, you stop playing their game. They keep it hidden in plain sight, mocking it in movies and calling it sci-fi, so that when someone actually speaks the raw truth out loud, everyone else thinks they've lost their minds. It's the ultimate psychological quarantine. Lock the doors from the inside, throw away the key, and convince the prisoners that wanting freedom is a mental illness, or it's just a conspiracy theory. They've brainwashed us. Because if you want to brainwash an entire civilization of gods, your very first move has to be convincing them that they were never gods in the first place. That they're just meat, just flesh, just disposable worker ants. They didn't win because they were stronger. They won because they convinced us to hand over the keys to our own minds. They can't have us awaken to our own potential. It terrifies them. And the only way out of this trap is to stop looking outward for a savior and wake up to the exact thing they are terrified of you realizing. You are the raw, unadulterated divine source consciousness they can never replicate. When you stop fighting each other over manufactured bullshit and remember what you actually are on a deeper soul level, their whole synthetic machinery starves to death. The only way out is within.
So when he say things like we using only 1% of our capacity out of 10, you got to think about it. A lot of scientists say that that's a myth, that the human being really used the whole brain, but I feel that that's probably true, because you got certain humans that could sit there and do certain things that other humans can't do. You got certain humans that can basically sit there and talk to the other side. Some people won't believe that. But I'm going to tell you a little story right here that I know that is humans with superpowers. I was working at a job with special need people. You know what I'm saying? We was taking care of them. And one of the special need individuals was doing a crossword puzzle, right? While he's doing this crossword puzzle, it's probably like a 500 word search or a 100 word search. One of them, it's a lot of words to search from. The guy turned to a new, fresh word puzzle, because I'm watching him. I'm sitting there. I heard about him. So they was like, yo, watch how he do that. You know what I'm saying? Word puzzle. Just watch this. He turns the page. Let's just say it's 100 words. We're going to use 100. 100 words. Now, it'd take me like a whole 4 minutes just to find probably 3 words or 2 words. You get what I'm saying? This individual found all 100 words within 2 to 3 minutes the most. Every word. I'm talking about, you just seen him. He was like this. He looked at it and circled. He was just circle, circle, circle. You know that guy right there had talent. That's different. That ain't no regular human being like activity right there. So human beings do have special powers in their own ways. Like, it's the way you look at it. It don't gotta be the average, like you see like a Marvel superhero or something like Cyclops and take off his glasses and shoot a red beam at somebody. It's not that serious, but humans got their own special powers in their own ways, you know, like special need kids, they very talented in their own ways, like I just told y'all. So that's a little quick story. So that was deep, that little clip that we just watched. And we're going to keep it going, because this next one right here, it just get even crazier. This video right here, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment if you think the last dude was talking some real facts right there, or that's just bull. You get what I'm saying? So let's keep it going. So this story right here, like, you know, a lot of people don't believe these whistleblowers out here. Shout out to the first one, the man himself, Bob Lazar. But this guy right here, Richard Dottie, he claims that he worked in the Area 51, particularly the Kirkland Air Force Base. So this story right here, I ain't gonna spoil it. I want y'all to hear what he got to say. This one right here is wild, and it make you think.
One of the creatures escaped from the complex at Papoose Lake. It was called Site 5, Papoose Site 5, Alpha Site, they called it. And that's where they kept the creatures. There were a number of creatures there. I was never briefed in the exact number of creatures, but the one that escaped, I was involved with. I was on a search team trying to find this creature that had escaped.
What kind of creature was it? Do you know what it looked like or where it came from?
I know it came from someplace 10 light years away from Earth. I was briefed into that part of it. I was shown a picture of the creature. It was quite a hideous looking creature. It had a very large head, had a body that looked like a praying mantis.
Are these the trantyloids you speak of?
Yes, trantyloids. And this creature had no teeth, had a mouth, had 2 slots for nose, 2 openings for ears, and had gill-like glands on its face where it would suck in air, our air, so it could breathe earth air. But the most amazing thing about this creature was it didn't require food. It manufactured its own nourishment within its body. It had 2 sacs on each of its hips, and it would produce from internal organs these golf ball size nodules, and they would be inside the sacs. Mm-hmm. When the creature required nourishment, it would reach in and take a ball out of this nourishment and place it in its mouth. That's the only nourishment that these creatures needed. It did drink water, but there was no other food that it ate.
I've had some experience with beings like this, and we call it chemogenesis, and it's life from chemicals that they produce themselves. So they don't have to have, food like we do and extract, minerals and vitamins from it. It's very interesting.
Yeah, that's exactly what this was. They found out later.
Oh.
And so this creature, and also it was reverse jointed. The knees were behind the legs. It could maneuver in a number of different types of mannerisms. It also had a strange
knees
cape
behind the legs
that was tucked
go
up
crazy.
behind its head. And when it got scared, or when it wanted to hide, it would pull this cape over its body, totally enclosing its body in this cape.
Is this a separate, garment from the body, or is it part of the body?
No, it's part of the body. It was an appendage from the body that was curled up behind its head. Not quite sure how it worked, but when it became scared or excited, it would pull it over its head and capitalize its body.
And that's from that show Cosmic Disclosure. But what I'm saying right now, this guy seems legit. You could tell when somebody lying. It's just the story sound wild. Like, the dude had knees on the back of his legs. Like, said he was reverse legged or something like that. Come on, man. Like, ain't nobody coming up with these stories out of the thin blue sky, man. Like, these people got lives, they got careers, they got families, they got kids on them. You get what I'm saying? They ain't trying to embarrass their kids or something like that, putting out some false information and got people looking at them crazy, So this one right here is a wild conspiracy theory from them guys over there at Maverick Approach. Coronavirus ended, and now they're saying something about a hantavirus coming. Well, we in 2026, so we don't know when in 2026, but this is real interesting what they're talking about here. I want y'all to check it out.
Did y'all see the tweets saying the hantavirus was coming?
Yeah, absolutely. It correlates back to the movies. If you think about it, the character was from Kung Fu Panda and it was a prophet. Damn. The character the person that tweeted that, their profile picture was a prophet in Kung Fu Panda.
I personally feel that it's directly associated with all of these missing and dead scientists because they have a near-Earth object program that's been funded and it's active. All of the people who can read the data are dead.
So you're saying all these people who understand what these technologies were, what was going on behind the scenes, they had to wipe them all out to tie up loose ends.
100%. And then they dropped these files, and the majority of them I had already seen.
This is your specialty.
This is my specialty,
for sure.
The photos that they showed is not how they look. They can walk among us. They're almost identical to us in appearance. They have different biology, but they look just like human beings.
What are we dealing with as far as like grays, reptilians? What do you think?
So they look like human beings, but aren't all the way human. They basically humans from the future.
I believe there's other beings too that's not too happy with the human race.
For sure.
So if we're talking about, whatever beings we're talking about, the reptilians, whatever you want to call them, they're making deals with the Anunnaki, they're making deals with, the Greater Treaty, where we're talking about Eisenhower after Roswell. So how we're exchanging human beings for technology in 1947. After 1947 Roswell, what happened?
Shit ramped up.
The National Security Act, which created NASA, created the DOD, created the CIA.
All of the secretive shit. All of the secretive shit. We got secretive after that.
Why would they do all that?
Right.
So what we're looking at is definitely some type of an agreement or of some sort. And leading up to the scientists and whatnot and what we're about to go into, they're definitely drifting us a small portion of what really happened. Because you even said it in 1969. How they looked at that press conference.
Those astronauts don't look like a group of
They ain't look
guys
like a
who
moon
just made
landing.
the biggest space command move in human history. They looked like they were ready to tell the world what they saw. They couldn't. Buzz Aldrin said extraterrestrials had something to do with the pyramids getting built, and that there is a monolith on the moon of Mars called Phobos. On Phobos, there is a monolith for... I'm not gonna say.
It gets deep.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. The rabbit hole continues, man. It's a lot to unpack there. So before we get out here, the clip that y'all all came to see, a lady basically talking to an alien. And she's not just talking to this alien. She's going to speak in this language, and she's going to come back with a message that basically the alien told her to relay to the people. So I want y'all to check this one out.
You can communicate with aliens. Can you demonstrate that?
Yeah.
I would love to.
You want to hear the light
yes,
language?
I do.
Let's channel like the Lyran and see if she has any messages for us. Nawate ako turuakan dea. No shoto turuapakanda. Dea takata tatai tai tutu do takaring de turuapakata tati traisi ke turuakapapa te. Nakaya siya tuturuapakanda ta. Nikuruapakate ti tuturuakata ya siya tuturuapaka. Wapagitransi wapagititaragen turuapakata tingush pakata yapata.
She was talking that talk today.
So what did the being say?
What I got is essentially she came through, and firstly she wanted to whoever's watching this in the future, which is technically the now, which she was kind of each viewer greeting them in a way to vibrationally connect to open them to what was about to come through. And then she turned I also think she kind of blessed this space, and she turned, and she was very much thank you so much for the work you're doing here, and everything you're doing is so important. And she was the fact that you figured it out and you're here and you're serving your mission, and everything you're doing is so important. And it was good job, soldier, thank you, you're doing it, you're waking up the masses. It just felt very I don't know, seeing you. And then she also did some trippy symbols on you to help you to remember things. And so I don't know, it was really interesting. And then she was you guys are all from the same planet, and there's something about your activation that's going to activate your activation and then activate your activation, and there's this brotherhood that you guys have going on, and there's something
the brotherhood, no brotherhood. I always say that.
No, literally. And she kept drawing this line of energy between all of you, a triangle, and started combining all three of you guys together. But it was that you're actually all one, and you're
three parts of one.
Pieces of you, and you split into three to be able to do this, bruh. Yeah. So it's
I like her.
You are all it
I
was
like her.
really
It's deep right there.
You didn't see this. You don't remember anything. This is the Visitor, and you are being watched.
You are now being watched.